To honor America, please remove your hats for the national anthem.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to men's basketball. This is 5A high school basketball here in Arizona. My name is Michael Yank. I'm joined by my partner, Coach Commander King. How are you, Coach?
I am glad to be here. It's really nice to be back in the gym, to be honest, after stepping away from coaching last year and not being able to get out to watch high school games this year because of the situation we're in. It's nice to be back in the gym and watching some kids play some basketball.
We're expecting a good game. So tonight, we are live here with SportsStream Arizona. We've got the Maricopa Rams versus the Casteel Colts. We are at the home gym of the Casteel Colts. Yep. This is a newer facility, right? This has only been here, what, a year, two, three, maybe?
I think this is a fourth or fifth year.
What do I know?
Could be longer than that, actually.
For all the floor looks great. The building's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great night of basketball here. And we're about to go off to tip off again. Casteel Colts versus Maricopa Rams here in, is this Chandler or Queen Creek?
This is, I think we're right on the border. I'd say it's still Chandler.
So if you're from Queen Creek, you probably say, hey, it's Queen Creek. If you're from Chandler, you might say Chandler.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's a Chandler Unified School District.
There we go.
Cool, so we'll just go with that.
Perfect. So we've got a great night coming for you. It is senior night here for the Casteel Colts. They have, I believe, three seniors. Okay.
Yep.
3 seniors, and they had a presentation just moments before. Now, they are wearing pink socks this evening. You're not going to notice a lot of pink.
Yes.
That is in remembrance of a girl who recently passed away from an auto accident here at Casteel. So the whole school is getting behind that in remembrance and honor of her.
Yes.
So with that, we are here for tip-off.
Here we go.
He's back to number 24.
Looks like Casteel has come out in a man-to-man. I know Coach Windler is going to like to see that early, guys. Getting on the floor early, that's always a good sign of your team coming out and playing with some energy.
Dre Sherwood, 11. Back to Sherwood. That's Liam Burt with the first buckets of the game.
Nice little baseline shot. Didn't try to get too much, just took what the defense gave him. And
pressure on the backcourt. That's Justice Stevens.
Yeah. Great look by the point guard, number 1, to make that cross-court pass to the open shooter.
Liam Burt passes to Tyler Coleman. Misses inside to Carson Ledbetter. Ball out of bounds.
Good help side defense by the backside to get a deflection on that post entry.
Mason with the shot. Rebound comes down with Merhati Expera. that Ledbetter with the block?
And we got a foul here.
The reach in with on Justin Storall from Maricopa.
It's one of those fouls that the coaches just hate. You miss a layup and then you compound the mistake by committing a foul 90 feet from the basket. It just drives the coach nuts.
Sherwood brings the ball up, passes center court. Dishes off to Mason. To Liam, puts up the shot, off the rim, but the Ledbetter with the rebound.
Nice rebound.
Out to Drew. Mason with the shot, drains it.
Very nice, very nice. Simple driving kick. Hit the open man, knock down the open shot.
Showing full court pressure here.
Yeah, a little 1-2-2 press by the Casteel Colts.
Shots up by Justice Stevens, misses. Ledbetter with the rebound. Drew kicks it out.
Didn't get away with the carry that time.
That's Anthony Lamar Wilcox handling the ball. Inbound from Liam Burt to Dre Sherwood.
What's going to be interesting tonight is to see how each team defends in the paint. We've got some big bodies down there. So
Sherwood brings the ball, keeps it himself up the middle, draws the foul. And he'll be shooting too.
Sherwood is, and I've seen him over the years, he has always been a player who's just plays hard, plays downhill, loves to get in the paint and create stuff for his team, just like he did there, just to draw some contact and get to the line.
Misses the first one. Drew Sherwood is 72% from the line on the season. Gets the second one to go. His first point of the game. Full court pressure again.
Well, there it is. Oh, almost, almost.
Ball's going to be off Mason Mosley. Now the refs are coming together to see if they might overturn this.
Off the foot of off the foot of the Maricopa player.
I think that's Justin Storall, maybe.
Always like to see officials come in there and make sure they get the call right. And that instance worked out for Casteel.
Sherwood calling the play. Liam with the shot. Off front of the rim, gets his own rebound, follows the shot.
Oh.
But Carson Ledbetter's there.
Yep. Another deflection. Oh, he stepped out. Great effort. Great effort. Almost got the steal. So it looks like this full court 1-2-2 trap is giving Maricopa some trouble. And I will say, Casteel has got some guys that have got long arms, are getting in passing lanes, and that's all you want is deflections.
Mosley with the steal to Ledbetter, to Liam. Knocked away by number 32, Merhadi Expera from Maricopa. Inbound by Sherwood.
I think they got away with a foul there, but
Shot was up by Tyson Coleman, missed it. Justin Storall brings it down, kicks it out to Merhadi.
and we got our charge.
Carson Ledbetter drawing the foul there in the paint.
Now I'll tell you something right there. When you got your biggest guy on the floor that's willing to sacrifice his body and take charges rather than leave his feet and try to get a block, that's a good sign.
Ledbetter crossing half court. Back to Sherwood. Sherwood puts it up for three. Rebound by Justin Storall from Maricopa. Got a reach in.
Yep.
Is that looks like foul is on Mosley. Non-shooting foul, taking it out from the side. Anthony Lamar Wilcox will pass it in to Merhadi. Kicks it back out to Lamar. Back to Liam.
Liam couldn't get the shot from the corner to go.
Wilcox bringing it down. Pressure at the half court. Kicks it out to Justin.
Both teams a little off from deep here early, but they'll get it going, I'm sure.
Sherwood bringing the ball. Kicks out to Mosley. To Ledbetter at the top. Now to Burt. Burt to Mosley. Mosley puts it on the floor, brings it inside. Draws the foul underneath the basket, non-shooting foul.
Mosley really active in that possession and was able to draw a foul going to the hole.
Foul was called on Merhati.
That's a
Ledbetter spinning, getting the bucket to fall.
Just a good solid post move right there. Got the guy on his backside and turned and went to work on him.
Pressure continues in the backcourt. That's a block by Ledbetter on Isaiah Peters.
Yes. Ledbetter about 6'7", he's active, moves pretty well for a big man.
Getting some substitutions. Looks like Greco is in the game, as well as
Newcomb, the freshman.
Freshman Newcomb, who's normally a starter, but since it is senior night, Newcomb with a
Right
block,
off the bat.
takes it himself, drives it down, keeps it off to Sherwood.
Oh.
In and out.
Oh.
Justin Sorrell with the rebound.
Look at that.
Kicks it off to Merhati, and he drops the bucket.
Missed layup on one end, made layup on the other. That's just a quick 4-point swing just like that.
So breaking the action here as they take a timeout. What are you seeing, Coach? What are you seeing from both teams? What's your early analysis on who has the upper hand as we get into 3 minutes left in the first period?
Yeah, so early on, you know, Casteel has been really, really active in the full court with their defense, creating opportunities with some steals and getting Maricopa to turn the ball over. In the half court of their offense, I feel like, you know, as long as they continue to attack the paint, they'll be in a good place tonight. Maricopa seems to be, you know, they're trying to fill out this trap, trying to figure out where the openings are. And I think if they just make better decisions once they get up the court after they've broken the press and give themselves a good opportunity to get a good shot, they'd be in a better place.
Sherwood brings the ball up. Coleman.
Maricopa switched to a 2-3 zone here.
Back to Sherwood. Mosley. Back to Sherwood. Mosley with the shot. Off the rim. Rebound by Merhati. Wilcox driving.
Nice
Puts the
drive.
move. Nice layup there.
Very nice, yep.
Sherwood out to Newcomb.
Nice pass.
Blocked
Great block.
by number 35, Isaiah Peters.
Well, I think the court monster snuck up and grabbed him there. Tend to happen from time to time. You never know. Reach up and grab you.
Newcomb inbounds to Sherwood. Sherwood to Newcomb. Back to Sherwood. Mosley puts it on the floor. Back to Sherwood at the top. Pass to Newcomb. Back to the top to Sherwood. Puts it on the floor. Puts up the shot right, the free throw over the line. Can't get it to fall. Number 32, Merhati with the rebound. Justin Storall bringing it up the court. Draws the foul and gets
the bucket.
the and one.
They gave him the continuation on that. That was, I didn't think he was into a shot motion, but hey.
I believe the foul was on Tyson Coleman on that one.
I believe so. So, coming out of that last timeout, Maricopa switched to a 2-3 zone. And because I think Coach understood they were getting beat in the paint. Last couple of possessions, Casteel has shot two outside jumpers and a third. They haven't scored, so for the time being, the zone is working for them. again, in an effort to try to keep the points out of the paint.
Strahl misses his free throw. Newcomb bringing it up the court.
See how they tackle it.
It's down. David Church is in the game.
Swinging it. Almost got away with the travel there.
Newcomb brings it back out, resets the offense. Church puts it on the floor, back to Newcomb, back to Church.
Got him going outside. Everything's outside here.
Grayco brings it
there
in,
you
finds
go.
the open man. Carson Ledbetter underneath the basket for the 2 points.
Casteel was patient that possession, and it worked out. Defense broke down, as it usually does after 30 seconds. We're able to get an easy look for a layup.
Shot by Stevens.
Got a foul in the block out on, I believe that's number 14, Nate Coe. They called that a number 10, Davis Church.
Substitution for Maricopa. Out to Mahadi. Wilcox with the shot.
Ooh.
Grayco pulls down the rebound away from Stevens.
Great cross-court pass.
Coe puts it on the floor.
That'll get you every time.
And he was triple teamed under the basket. That's Carson Ledbetter drawing the triple team and getting the foul.
Love to see your big man. You know, he was initially in the post. He didn't get the position he wanted, but the guy was guarding him on the high side, so he just switched his position, was able to seal and got the backside lob, and that's a great post possession by Ledbetter.
Able to get the first free throw. Ledbetter's 68% from the floor on the season, and we don't have any free throw numbers, but that shot had pretty good backspin. Looks like he knows what he's doing.
I think so. Looks comfortable. You hope your big man, as many touches as you're going to get him in a game, that they're able to, you know, when they do get fouled, be able to knock those shots down at the line. Casteel staying in. Oh, they're selling out quick with this. Trying to surprise. Yes, he was. Backcourt violation.
That was Isaiah Peters throwing the ball back over the half-court mark.
It's that court awareness. You know you can never get the ball in that corner. You know, the game's moving fast. Sometimes you're not aware of where you are on the court. And just like that.
Newcomb taking over the point guard with layup, keeps it on the ground and takes it all the way.
Yeah, that's a great move.
Isaiah Peters with the ball, puts it up the shot, off the glass.
Don't think
Alfred Everett with the rebound.
Don't think those were the shots the coach wanted
down
for that possession. A little quick. Newcomb on the drive.
Draws the foul. That's going to be on they're calling it on 35, Isaiah Peters.
J.J. Newcomb, son of the Casteel football coach, Coach Bobby Newcomb, really talented athlete. I believe he plays defensive back for the football team. Really talented young man.
Misses his first free throw. Second free throw attempt. Newcomb gets that one to go.
Back to the traditional 1-2-2 trap.
Peters puts it on the floor. That takes us to the end of the first quarter. Casteel Colts up 17-9 over the Maricopa Rams.
Yeah, you know, just a great quarter for the Colts. They were patient and continue to attack. Defensively, I like their energy. I think they're really playing hard. and putting Maricopa in some uncomfortable positions.
Coach, if you've got your Maricopa squad over there, if that's you,
Yeah.
explain, how do you control this defense that's coming at you, for the full court pressure? What are you going to do? How are you going to combat that?
Yeah, so I think they're doing a good job of initially being patient. What they need to do is try to get somebody in the middle of the court behind the first three defenders of Casteel, and then once they're able to get the ball up the middle, then look up sideline, and if you can attack early, great. But if not, what presses are usually made for you to do is to shoot a quick shot, and that's what Maricopa's done the first quarter. They've shot really quickly and not high percentage shots. So if you can get a 2-on-1 situation, you attack it. But if not, you have to be patient, run your offense, and then get the shot that you want.
So on the floor right now, we have Ledbetter, Greco, Newcomb, Nate Coe, and Davis Church. Newcomb brings the ball up, passes to Greco. To Ledbetter, stuck in the corner.
Got away with the travel again. Another great post seal by Ledbetter. Oh, great block.
That was a jump ball. That's Merhadi Expera guarding Carson Ledbetter.
He didn't give up on the play. He got sealed. Ledbetter had really good position on him, but he timed his jump and got the block perfectly. So here you go, 3 defenders there. Now look up the sideline. Now look what you got. But the decision making in the end, that's what gets you.
So basically it was 2-on-1.
Right. Because if Casteel's going to sell out way up here, at the other end of the floor, there's a lot of open space to attack behind it.
Justice Stevens coming out. Number 11, Ben Sanchez coming in. Wilcox with the shot.
Deep 3. Great block out.
Newcomb had the ball slapped away off his knee. Kicks it out to Wilcox. Wilcox has it on the floor. Over to Storrell. Keeps it himself, puts up the shot. Ledbetter with the rebound.
Not a lot of ball movement from Maricopa in the possession. You've got 1 or 2 guys touching the ball in the possession. That just doesn't work.
Back out to Newcomb. Greco to Ledbetter. Greco takes it in. Kicks it out. Nate Coe with the shot. Merhadi with the rebound. Wilcox.
That is a great outline pass, and he's fallen out of bounds, and he was able to throw that ball about 60 feet down the court to his teammate on the run. Great look.
Wilcox was going up, able to draw the foul.
It's a 17-9 game, but if Maricopa can just, cut down on the turnovers and get good shots, they can cut into this lead.
Is that one of the things, Coach, that you see while they're behind is the turnovers are?
Turnovers and quick shots that are not high percentage shots.
Wilcox second attempt, gets that one to fall. Sherwood back in the game. With a deep 3.
That's a quick one. Great rebound.
Coleman with the rebound, kicks it out to Sherwood. Sherwood to Mosley. Mosley up, and he gets it to fall for a 3-point.
Very nice. Sherwood again getting into that middle of the paint, making guys help and finding the open man. Great assist. There
Sherwood
he is.
Up. Draws the foul, driving to the basket.
Now, Sherwood ended up with the ball in his hands, and this has been what I saw in the first quarter. Number 1, Liam Burt, has been very active in the top of that zone. He's got really long arms, and he is getting his hands on a lot of passes. He's giving them great effort up top.
We have a technical, but we don't know why.
I'm guessing he said something to the ref that got him in trouble.
Yeah, there was.
And there it was. He didn't agree with that foul call, I'll tell you that. That's what it was. And after the referee reported that foul, he kept giving him his opinions. And
Now, were there 2 technicals?
no, it was just the one. This, I believe, is.
Sherwood just shot.
So Sherwood shot the shooting foul.
Okay.
And now Liam Burt is shooting the 2 technical shots.
It's going to be technical and ball for
And the
Casteel.
ball. Yep. Casteel should get the ball on the side here.
So Burt will be inbounding. Sherwood brings the ball from half court. Over to Newcomb. Newcomb to Coleman. Mosley puts it on the floor, drives it, gets
Great
blocked
Yep.
by number 34, Alfred Everett. A lot of reaching, coach, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, in that instance, it's a transition. You're trying to get in front, not give up a layup. Sometimes you get a little handsy.
Storal inbounds it. Merhadi puts it up, doesn't get a call. Think he's asking for it there.
Yeah.
Ball out of bounds on Casteel. Maricopa will do it again. Out to number 2, Stevens. Stevens to Storal. Storal keeps it himself, puts it up. Everett with the rebound, but gets taken away.
Yep.
Mosley bringing it up the court. Over to Newcomb.
That's another possession where one guy touched the ball.
Out to Sherwood. Sherwood to Mosley. Swings it back across. Newcomb in the corner.
Great
Newcomb
kick.
puts up the 3.
There it is again.
Gets it to fall.
Dre Sherwood getting into the teeth of that zone, finding the open man, another knockdown 3. Oh, great hustle. Newcomb comes up with a deflection.
Coleman with the deflection. Mosley brings it up the floor. Kicks the Newcomb. He puts up another 3. Can't get that one to fall. Coleman with the rebound. Sherwood kicks to Mosley. Mosley puts it up for 3. Rebound by Alfred Everett.
Oh, there we go.
Mahadi.
Oh.
Almost blocked by Newcomb.
What a challenge.
But gets the ball to fall.
Love to see guys meeting at the rim. That was a heck of a play. Great finish by Milwaukee. Great challenge by Newcomb. He almost got it.
We got a timeout by, I believe Maricopa called the timeout here. Scores 25-10 with 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in the half.
Yep.
So Casteel Colts obviously made some adjustments in what they were doing. Maricopa wasn't able to keep up with those, coach, and the lead for the Casteel Colts is starting to widen. That margin's getting larger.
Yep.
What is the coach? It's Greg Kurowitz from Maricopa.
Yeah.
What is the only reason I chuckle is because that's a tongue twister.
It is.
But what's he telling his group right now?
You know, right now, you're down by 15, and yeah, you want to score points, but you also have to get stops, and they're not getting stops right now. You know, he moved to the 2-3 zone, which I thought initially did give Casteel some trouble, but the problem is after 3 or 4 passes, there's a breakdown, and they're allowing these guards to get into the middle. When then everybody's collapsing, they're kicking out, and they're finding open guys. You know, at some point, you have to keep the ball out of the middle. I tell them, all my players, every team I've ever coached, if the ball gets in the paint, only bad things can happen. Mm-hmm. So they've got to be able to keep the ball out of the paint and get a hand up to these Casteel shooters, because they're starting to feel good and knock down these perimeter jumpers.
Coming out of the timeout, we have Burt, Greco, Sherwood, Coleman, and Mosley on the floor for the Colts.
And if I'm Casteel, I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing. It's working, you know. Keep being patient. Wait for the breakdown.
Sherwood at the top. Over to Mosley. Mosley to Coleman. Coleman keeps it in, puts it on the floor.
Great seal.
Gets the reverse layup.
Yeah, great post move. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, great play from behind to get that deflection.
Mosley sticks with it. Everett had a wide open basket.
Open. Yep.
A little slow to get it up, and Mosley had the quickness to get there. Storrow with the inbound. Deflected. Coleman's bringing it up. Sherwood has it. Puts the layup up, gets the foul.
I know going into this half, Coach Windler is going to be very happy with the amount of points they're scoring off of Maricopa turnovers. They're working hard to get those turnovers, and then they're turning them into points on the other end.
That foul was called on Justice Stevens. Sherwood's first attempt of 2 is good.
That's his 5th point of the game.
Gets both to fall. Again, Sherwood is a 72% free throw shooter, and he gets a steal.
Yep.
Greco with the shot, gets it to fall for 3.
Sherwood's got about, I think I see 4 assists at least tonight.
Another steal.
Oh, yeah.
Coleman with the dunk and puts it down.
Throw it down, big man. Throw it down, as Bill Walton would say.
Maricopa wants to put a stop to this, slow it down a little bit, get the momentum to kind of stop for the Casteel Colts. But here we are, 34-12 with 3:46 remaining in the half. A lot of frustration probably on that Maricopa side. And if you're Casteel, you're liking where this is going.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They know that they see blood in the water. Maricopa is just struggling to just break the trap. They really need to slow down, get their heads up, look up, and stop trying to beat the press with the dribble. You'll never beat it with the dribble. You've got a ball fake, move guys to open up passing lanes. They just don't look comfortable at this point in the game. So if I'm Casteel, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And Maricopa, they've got to find a way to make some adjustments.
A lot of pressure. 5 guys, four of the 5 guys in. Mosley puts it up. Coleman with the follow.
Took it right away from him.
Right, that was a steal by Burton. Puts it up and gets the 2 points to fall.
Kid's got great hands. Look at that space. There you go. Look ahead. Oh.
Mosley brings it down after the deflection.
Casteel with a great active hand.
Sherwood with the 3-point shot.
Sherwood
buries it.
Sherwood's having a night, people. It's looking really good. There you go.
Everett with the points in the paint. Sherwood bringing it back up.
It's the beauty of basketball. Maricopa.
Over to Greco. Greco to Coleman. Coleman puts up the shot. Can't get it to fall. Everett with the rebound.
Maricopa scored that last possession. I think there was 1 dribble up the floor. Here's the other thing. Here we are, we played a full quarter. We're 2 minutes, 42 seconds away from halftime. And Casteel only has 16 fouls. Well, on the flip side, Maricopa has 19 fouls. So Maricopa's not even to the point where they're shooting free throws yet. And that's a problem. You can't get into the game. You can't get back into this game if you don't get into the free throw line.
That's Merhati with the miss on the inbound pass. Church brings it down. Ledbetter can't come down with it, but Nate Coe is able to grab it. Then they get the ball back in. Newcomb back in the game.
Got away with it, but again, you've got one guy dribbling the ball up the floor right into a trap. Casteel bailed him out.
Foul on Nate Coe.
now finally Maricopa has gotten to the bonus. So they'll be shooting the rest of the half after every Casteel foul.
2:21 left in the half. Colts up 41-14 against the Maricopa Rams. Now, Coach, in these situations when you're in the bonus in high school, it's 1-1, correct?
Yes. Yeah, when they get to 10, it's automatic 2 shots.
Store out the line. He's able to get the first one. Misses the second one. Ball's going to be off of Newcomb. Storall will throw the ball in.
Tough spot to inbound the ball, but they luckily get it in from that corner.
Storall brings it back out. Gets it on the floor. Drives it
And
in. Gets the charge.
And it's an easy call. It's an easy call. The defense never had to move. Ledbetter has taken his second charge of the game, and he was just sitting there waiting for the guy. The guy had started dribbling, had his head down, never even saw the defender standing there.
Newcomb brings the ball up. Over to Church. Church to Ledbetter. Ledbetter kicks out to Mosley. Mosley to Newcomb. Newcomb to Church. Church inside to Ledbetter. Keeps it, puts it down, gets it up for easy bucket under the basket.
Very nice. Ledbetter now with 8 points. Traveled first. Yes, he did.
That's Alfred Everett with the travel call.
That's what happens when you have a 6'7" guy who can get up off the ground that's there to challenge you. Sometimes you get a little happy feet.
Newcomb brings the ball up, passes half court. Over to Church. Church to Ledbetter. Ledbetter out to Mosley. Mosley puts the ball on the floor. Over to Church. Church kicks out to Newcomb. Newcomb to Mosley. Mosley to Coe. Gets fouled on the pass attempt to Ledbetter.
Coe will go to the line for 2.
And there's that magic number of 10
Yeah.
team fouls. So he's shooting 2 with 1:20 left in the half. Colts up 43-15.
Coaches love to get to that double bonus.
This is Nate Coe. Gets the first one to go.
Sophomore.
He's a 93% free throw shooter. Leads the team in free throw shooting.
Not too shabby.
Not the guy you probably want to send to the line if you're Maricopa.
Not at all.
Gets both to fall.
And we did not give him the broadcast jinx there. So we've seen that happen quite
I
a
will
bit.
jinx anybody and everybody I want to.
The other thing about Maricopa is trying to break this press is a lot of times the ball's being passed and guys aren't meeting their passes. They're standing there waiting for the pass to get to them, and by the time these Casteel guys are, they're running through passes. They're ball hawking out there. So they've got to be connected, and that pass is coming to you, you've got to come to it.
It's a foul on Liam Burt on the reach-in. It's the 8th team foul. They're in a 1-on-1 situation.
It's one of those fouls when he loves the effort, but at the same time, you hate to send a guy to the line for free throws.
Justin Storall gets that one to fall. Shot number 2. In and out. Ledbetter with the rebound. Jump ball. Possession arrow is on Maricopa. It was not.
Oh. Burt was looking to drive, make something happen, just lost the string and lost it out of bounds.
56 seconds left in the half.
Still pressing, still attacking on defense. Gotta love that.
Kicking violation by Liam Burt. 52.3 seconds remain in the half.
Really impressed with his activity up at the top of this trap. Yep, there it is. And see the Maricopa
Davis
defender,
Church
he
with the steal, yeah.
did not meet his pass. He just stood there waiting for it.
Newcomb to Burt. Burt to Coe. Coe with the reverse layup.
Ledbetter
with the rebound. It gets it to fall.
Ledbetter's there again. 10 points, I'd say what? 5 or 6 rebounds. He's having himself a good half. He got a couple blocks and he's taking 2 charges.
Started with a hard pass to Everett, who gets it to fall. Newcomb brings the ball up the court, pushing hard.
14 seconds to go.
Newcomb to Church.
See if they wait for take the last shot.
Church to Coe. Coe to Ledbetter. Ledbetter puts.
It's a smart play. You got your big man 6'7" with long arms. You throw it up high so nobody else can get it. He gets it, gets fouled, going to the line for 2. So
Foul on that one was on 21, Mikey Boyce, Maricopa.
Here's the tale of 2 halves. You got Casteel, who's put up 48 points in a half. Now, I'll tell you, as a former coach, that number would drive me insane.
Ledbetter gets both to fall. Store to Wilcox. And that is the end of the half, where the Casteel Colts are up 49-18.
What a half.
For the half. The scoring leaders for the Casteel Colts going into the half is Carson Ledbetter and Dre Sherwood. Although it's spread out kind of all over the place.
Yeah, they really are moving the ball well together, being very unselfish. Guys are hitting the open man, and they're just taking advantage of the defensive breakdowns by Maricopa.
The Maricopa team is passing just to our right as they're heading to the locker room for their halftime break here. Where are you at? Where are you at, Coach? I mean, it's a tough game.
Yep.
You know, you're behind. I mean, it's chip away?
Yeah, I mean, and it's one of those things. It's like you can just give up, and maybe allow Casteel to score 100 here, but you also have to have some pride, which I'm sure these Maricopa kids do, and they've just got to take it possession by possession, find a way to get stops, find a way to get good quality shots on offense. But they just got to continue to play hard and try to, little by little tack into this lead.
Well, that's going to take us to a break, and we'll be back in action here shortly. So again, Casteel Colts 49-18.
so cool. If you wanna get down, I'ma show you the way. Woo, there it is. Let me hear you say. Woo, there it is. Come on, y'all. Woo, there it is. A bit louder. Woo, there it is. Come on, y'all. Woo, there it is. Louder. Woo, there it is. Come on, y'all. Woo, there it is. A bit louder. Woo, there it is. Woo, there it is. Woo, shaka laka, shaka laka, shaka laka, shaka. 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 Blank, gin and juice I drink and get in bed as I puff on dank. Rock the mic, I crazy skin rip, skip on a honey, dip it in. Slam dunk, get snip it, flip it and ride that B-double-O-T-Y on my. Whoop, that's it. Come on, boom, there it is, I'm done. Whoop, there it is. Come on, whoop, there it is. Louder, whoop, there it is. Give it to me. Whoop, there it is. Come on, whoop, there it is. Get louder, whoop, there it is. Let me hear. Whoop, there it is. Come on, whoop, there it is. Woo,
Welcome back. We're coming out of halftime. Casteel Colts are up 49-18 over the Maricopa Rams. Coach, that was a explosive first half by the Casteel Colts. Halftime, we talked about what the adjustments they'd probably need to do with Maricopa. What are the two key things you're saying to the Rams if you're coming out of that locker room?
Defend harder and with a purpose, and then offensively get more guys involved every possession. You just need to get more touches between players to make the Casteel defense move and have to shift. And just like they're doing to them, let them break down, and not necessarily try to take the first opportunity that you think you see, because as it's worked against them, because those holes are closing up right away and it's ending up being a turnover or a really low percentage shot.
Right.
So they just need to have more patience offensively, but defensively is where it's got to be. You just have to sit in, dig in, and grind out some possessions on the defensive end.
And this may seem simplistic, but if you're a Casteel Colts, stick with the program?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you played with a ton of energy this first half. You've shared the ball, a ton of assists for the 49 points that they have. Everybody's touching it every possession. They're being patient. Stick to the program. It's working.
So here's what we're looking for going into the second half. A couple things to take note of. Anthony Lamar Wilcox, number 1 for Maricopa. He has 3 fouls. Also, Merhadi Expera, one of the big guys for Maricopa. He also has 3 personal fouls. That's number 32.
Yep.
For the Casteel Colts, coming into this second half, Carson Ledbetter is leading the way with 14 points. Drew Sherwood with 7, and J.J. Newcomb with 6. Nobody in foul trouble for Casteel. 2 guys in foul trouble for Maricopa. And here we go, getting ready to start the second half. Casteel Colts versus the Maricopa Rams here at Casteel High School.
Now here's the thing. You want to see, how will Casteel come out this half? Will they come out and stay motivated? It's easy to fall into some complacency when you're up
Wilcox
this big.
kicks it out to Stevens. Stevens. Pass deflected by Coleman. Storrell will pass it in.
I'm going to go off script here, and I'm wondering, I wonder what the true story on the Casteel shorts means. Got me curious, to be honest.
I got nothing to add to that because I have no idea. All I'm going to tell you is that Sherwood has it at the top, pass it over to Mosley. Mosley,
true story.
back to Sherwood. Sherwood over to Burt. Burt to Ledbetter, back out to Sherwood. Sherwood puts it up for 3.
Knockdown.
Buries it.
That's an 8-pass possession. Make the defense move side to side. Guys cutting, opening up passing lanes.
Sherwood's 10th point. Wilcox at the top, keeps on the ground. Step back 3.
Got him. They called the foul on the
Mosley with the.
Mosley wasn't. He didn't hit him on the shot, but what he did was he didn't allow him to land on his block out. And so when you don't allow the shooter to land, they will call a foul on that. It's one of those. You're putting the offensive player in a defenseless position / dangerous position. So they want to protect the shooter.
That's Wilcox's 4th point. And because he was behind the arc, it is a 3-shot free throw attempt.
Yep.
This is the last one. Gets the first one fall. Sherwood gets the rebound. Pushes up the court. Sherwood to Burt. Burt inside to Coleman. Coleman puts it up with a reverse layup and gets it to fall.
Very nice reverse layup. Shielded himself from the defender, was able to finish. Very, very impressive.
Coleman with 6 points. Dorrell kicks it over to Stevens. Steven puts it up himself. Can't get it to fall.
And the woes.
Coleman with the rebound over to Sherwood. Sherwood over to Mosley. Mosley's ball's kicked away by Isaiah. Stevens gets it stolen by Mosley.
Careless pass.
Pushing the ball up. Over to Burt. Burt to Coleman. Coleman back to the top to Sherwood. Sherwood over to Mosley. Mosley to Ledbetter.
Look at that.
Ledbetter over to Burt. Burt leaves his feet, tries to pass it away, kind of gets kicked. Coleman comes up with it, and it goes out of bounds.
Now that they didn't get a bucket, but you gotta love the ball started out on the left side of the floor. It went all the way to the right corner, and then back to the other side. That's making the defense move.
Quick pass to Burt. Burt puts it up. Coleman with the rebound. Back out to Sherwood. He's going to hit for a 3. Off the mark. Ledbetter with the rebound. Gets it knocked away.
Look up.
Storrow with the ball to Wilcox.
There you go.
Gets it to fall. That's Wilcox's 7th point of the game.
Wilcox kind of snuck out there and found himself all alone under the basket.
Coleman is getting ready to, Coleman. Newcomb is getting ready to enter the game. Ledbetter kicks it out to Mosley. Mosley puts up a 3 off the mark.
Great.
Hustles to get his
Look at
own
that.
rebound on the opposite end of the floor.
Tell me, hey, that's what you want to see. You're up big, but yet guys are still selling out. That's a heck of a
It's
play.
Mason Mosley versus the world.
Versus the. Hey, you know what? That's a true story.
Storrow kicks it out to number 11. That's Ben Sanchez. Gets the 3 to fall. First 3 points for Ben Sanchez.
And I believe, honestly, I don't know outside of the first minute of the game if Maricopa has had a shot that was that uncontested all night. And that was just by simple ball movement.
So here we are, almost 3 full minutes into the third period. 5:16 left on the clock in the third. Colts are up 54-25, but there's still a wide margin, but it's definitely smaller than kind of coming into this. It seems like Maricopa has made some adjustments to say, you know what, we can give you a better game.
Right.
Here we come.
Yep. And I think that's indicative of why Coach Windler took that time out there. He didn't like what he was seeing, a little bit careless with the ball. Defensive got a little lax, and they give up an open 3. So I'm sure that time out there was just to, hey, remind the guys, hey, this is what we're going to do. Let's not get away from our game plan.
Newcomb back in the game, over to Burt. Burt to Coleman. Coleman to Ledbetter underneath. Puts up the dunk and rattles around a little, but gets it to fall.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 4 on that one.
That was a 2. Come on.
What I do like is a big man going up and attacking the basket. Yeah, Ledbetter. Somebody in the crowd is giving him a little grief for that dunk. He had a little smirk on his face. You love to see the guys having fun out there.
Wilcox passes it in. Out to Marotti. Wilcox with the shot. Buries the 3. Comes down on Mason Mosley's foot. He's gingerly on his ankle right now. That would be a big blow if he can't continue. Something to watch for.
Yeah.
That was his 10th point of the game. Newcomb to Mosley, step back 3.
Moving screen. Ledbetter's going to get caught for the moving screen there. It wasn't egregious, but it was bad enough.
His first foul of the game.
Yep.
Here's something that's different. That's the 3rd team foul of the half so far.
Yes.
0 for Maricopa. Wilcox to Storrow.
Let's see how Maricopa moves the ball around.
Wilcox with a quick shot from behind.
Quick shot.
Off. Rahati with the rebound. Kicks it out to Storrow. Puts it on the ground.
Nice pass.
Everett puts
And
it
the
up
finish.
and gets the foul.
Nice
That was
pass off the dribble by number 24, Justin Storrell? Oh, boy. Sorry.
Storrell's where we're going.
All right. That was a great pass.
Was that foul on Ledbetter?
Did not catch who they called that foul on.
Missed the mark on that one.
Bodies
Coleman
flying
gets
everywhere.
it, just spins into a lot of madness going on, and a reach in by Justin Storrell. Just the first foul for Maricopa.
Ledbetter goes to the bench to take a break.
Newcomb at the top. Greco's back in the game. Mosley swings it out. Defense making switches on him.
Yep. Maricopa
Over
a
to
lot
Coleman.
more active. A lot more active in this possession here.
Coleman to Greco. Greco puts the ball on the floor. Out to Newcomb. Newcomb brings it across the top, puts up a three.
Oh, and he got fouled. Yes, he did. That'll kill you. You have a great defensive possession going. You get a tough contested shot, but you're just a little bit undisciplined with the contest, and you foul a three-point shooter.
That foul is on Alfred Everett, his first. Newcomb gets to shoot three here. First one is off the mark.
Maricopa's playing with a little bit more energy this half. I will give them credit. And it's just like I said going into the half. You know, you've got some pride and you don't want to get blown out of the building. So, you know, you're going to do what you got to do. They've outscored the Colts 11-7 this half.
Here comes third attempt. Misses all three.
Oh, that's tough.
Merhati with the rebound. Over to Storrell. Keeps it himself.
Justin Sorrell has come out of this quarter and he's just attacking.
Preston Greco from reaching behind gets his second foul.
If you're going to attack, you can get to the rim, create something, or get to the free throw line. You know, that's a good thing. And the clock is stopped, so you're trying to put on points while the clock is not running to cut into this lead.
3:30 left in the third period. Colts 56, Maricopa 30.
Wow.
Misses both free throws. Coleman with the rebound over to Newcomb. Newcomb brings the ball up the court.
I'll tell you one thing, the last couple of minutes haven't been
Over to Greco.
good for the free throw display.
Greco back to Newcomb. Newcomb puts up the floor. Mosley with the ball, brings it back to the top. Over to Greco. Greco to Newcomb.
Little weave action.
Continue to move the offense.
Yep.
Newcomb tries to force the ball inside, gets stolen. Storrell with the ball, has it on the floor, stays up.
And they got him for the charge. Yep.
Newcomb holds his ground.
Yep.
Storrell just a little too strong, draws the foul.
Yep.
Newcomb draws the foul, and that is the third foul on number 24, Justin Storrell.
So Justin was coming down the court. He was surveying, trying to see if he can get to the lane, and instead of just stopping at the free throw line and pulling up and shooting a short jumper, he kind of left his feet and went floating and was, you know, just ran right into Newcomb, who's in good defensive position.
Sherwood's back in the game. Greco out to Church. Church puts up the shot, misses. Justice Storrell with the rebound. Puts it on the floor, is pushing. Blocked or fouled.
Yep, they're going to get Ledbetter for the foul there. I thought his hands were straight up, and I actually thought he got a lot of ball, but again, Justin Storrell being active gets the benefit of the doubt. And look at where we are. Casteel with 6 fouls here with 2:37 to go in the third quarter. And again, these fouls don't reset every quarter, so, you know, Maricopa is going to be shooting free throws the rest of the half now. Again, cutting into that lead with the clock stopped.
Gets them both to fall. That's his 6th point of the game. Sherwood brings the ball up the court. Sherwood over to Church. Church inside to Ledbetter, but can't come up with it cleanly.
Great hustle. Great hustle.
Greco comes back and pulls it away.
Oh, he got away with a travel.
Nate Coe drops, buries the shot from the free throw line for his 4th point of the game.
Oh. Saved it, but he traveled. Yep.
But so far this half,
Yeah, a little disjointed here.
Maricopa is winning the half.
They are winning the half. Yep. they're just being the more aggressive team right now.
Sherwood back at point guard, brings it up. Over to Greco. Greco kicks inside to Ledbetter.
Moving screen. Trying to get Ledbetter a touch on the block, but I'm not sure who that foul was. I want to say it was on 10.
Yeah,
Davis
I believe
Church.
It was Davis Church.
He was in the area. Just didn't get his feet set, and
It's actually, you know, if that would have been called on Ledbetter, it would have been his third of the game.
Casteel trying to turn up the heat. Maricopa did a good job of breaking the press that time. Now this is where you have to capitalize.
Throws the ball into traffic.
Oh, Merwadi picks up his, is that his fourth foul?
That is his fourth foul, correct.
That's a tough one. He's going to have to come out of the game here because you don't want to have him foul out here in the third quarter.
Everett re-enters the game, but Everett does have 8 points. He's the second leading scorer for the Maricopa Rams. Sherwood brings it up the floor. Over to Ledbetter. Ledbetter, Mosley. Mosley swings it out to Greco. Over to Coe.
Casteel's got it. There you go.
Leads it into Ledbetter
That's
for
how you do
the
it.
easy 2 points.
Yep. Offense is struggling. Go back to your big man. He's the one who's gotten you this lead with his active play. Just keep going to him.
Everett puts up a shot. It just went straight up. Doral out to Stevens. Stevens to Wilcox.
What?
Wilcox picked up, and
You know, the thing about it is, that's not a travel. It's one of those NBA moves that the kids are practicing these days. And it wasn't a travel in that situation, but I think it caught the referee so off guard because it just looked out of place.
Ledbetter to Greco. Greco swings out to Mosley. Over to Coe.
Windler didn't like what he was seeing offensively, so he wants to make sure that they end this quarter with a good offensive possession and get the shot that they want.
With 41 seconds in the third remaining on the clock, Colts are up 60 to the Rams 32. It's been a good quarter for the Rams from what we've seen them start as.
Yeah.
So that's something where we've got to really see. I mean, that it's still a wide margin. It's a 28-point deficit.
Right.
You know, it would be a complete fall off for the Colts to give that up.
Right.
However, you got to like, if you're Maricopa, what your team's doing.
Yes.
They're battling back, they're chipping away.
Yep.
You know, they might need more time in order to fully get that, but it's going in the right direction compared to how they started the game. They've made the adjustments, and they're doing things better, correct?
They are. I mean, you look at it in a macro sense, and it's like they are winning the quarter 14-11. But in a broad sense, you like to see your team give effort. You like to see your guys digging in and fighting, and you know, just not laying over. So from that aspect, if I'm Coach Greg, oh boy, Grecker, you know what? Let's just leave it alone. Coach, Maricopa coach, I bless your heart. I'm sorry, I butchered your name.
Let me help you out. Nako with the inbound to Sherwood. Sherwood to Ledbetter. Ledbetter to Mosley.
True story.
Mosley to Greco.
Uh-oh, we've got
Mosley's down on the
down there.
floor.
He may have just got the wind knocked out of him there. Looked like he was off balance and got pushed back.
He's going to come out of the game.
Yeah.
He is definitely limping on something. Looks like maybe his right knee or ankle.
Yeah.
Let's see what he attends to here.
Oh,
it's up in the hip.
Yep.
Up in the hip. So, all right, so Mosley's out. Newcomb comes in for the substitution. Sherwood's going to inbound the ball out to Greco, over to Newcomb. Shots up, and it's good for 3.
Very nice shot. Good court awareness, good extra pass made.
Newcomb with 9 points on the game.
Oh. Great block by Ledbetter.
Ledbetter.
Oh, Newcomb.
Hung up there. Greco comes up with the layup.
That
Gets
is
the bucket to
beautiful.
fall.
Beautiful
5
transition.
seconds, 3 seconds. And we come to the end of the third period. Casteel Colts up 65-32 over the Maricopa Rams.
It's a great last 45 seconds for Casteel. And on the flip side, a terrible 45 seconds for Maricopa, because it's almost like everything you did that quarter just got negated in those last 45 seconds.
Right, I got to believe that Coach Windler with the Casteel Colts, when he called that timeout, they came out a little bit different look, right?
Yeah.
Out of that timeout, and completely readjusted whatever Maricopa was giving them that was being troublesome.
Yep. Came down out of the timeout. They got a good shot that they wanted. Got a stop, got a steal, turnover, turns it into points on the other end. And that's just a great way to finish the quarter.
So, Coach, coming out of this timeout, or I'm sorry, the start of the fourth quarter, look, in order for Maricopa to win this game, they have to hold them to 0 and basically score all the points that they've scored all game, basically, plus 1.
Yep.
So, not likely to happen. But
No.
what do you tell your squad? This is a season. You're in the middle of the season. What do you tell your squad you're looking for right now?
You're always talking about finishing. So, you've got the end of the season here. You want to be playing your best basketball toward the end of the season. So you just take this quarter, and if you don't win this game, hey, that's just the way it is. But you just have to keep fighting and take some momentum heading into your next contest.
Newcomb gets the 3 to fall for his 12th point of the game.
He's starting to heat up from
His
outside.
season average is 8, so he's exceeded his season average points per game. That was another one for Everett, his 10th point of the game. Sherwood over to Newcomb. Coleman out to Burt. Burt to Sherwood. Sherwood,
That's
Newcomb in his
spot.
corner.
Same spot.
Gets the 3 to fall for his 15 points.
They might want to guard him in that corner.
Isaiah puts the ball on the floor, goes off his foot, kicks out of bounds.
Isaiah dribbled across half court, got himself locked up against the sideline. Nothing good happens when you get trapped on the sideline. It's just a bad place to be.
So Nate Coe's going to inbound the ball. Isaiah Peters subs out.
Let's see if Newcomb can get another shot in that corner.
Sherwood brings the ball across half court over to Newcomb. Newcomb to Coe. Coe puts up the shot, buries it.
Taking what the defense gives him.
That's his 6th point of the game. Wilcox bringing the ball up the floor.
Little bump there.
A little body on that
check.
one.
Yep. It's number 11, Coleman.
That is Coleman, his 2nd foul of the game.
So we're in the 1-and-1 here.
Now Newcomb's only a freshman, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of promise in that young man.
Yep.
Sherwood out.
It looks like they've taken Sherwood off. He might have seen his last minute of the game.
That was his curtain call as his senior night.
Yep. He had a great game. Really great, solid performance by that young man.
10 points. Coleman comes down with the rebound over to Newcomb. Over to Coe. Out to Mosley, who's back in.
The game, yeah. It's good to see.
Newcomb over to Burt. Burt to Coleman. Driving underneath the basket. Mosley open for deep 3, but does not take it. Coe brings it inside, gets his defender up, and gets the easy shot.
Very patient drive and didn't get too hurried up underneath the basket.
Doing a little shimmy, puts up the shot at the free throw line, misses. Coleman with the ball to Newcomb.
Great move, not the finish you wanted.
Newcomb slowing it down, letting his offense set up to Coe. Turn
Wide
and
open.
shoot
Wide open.
from the free throw line.
Yep. Wide open at that high post spot in that soft spot of that zone, and Newcomb doing a great job of finding the open man. Coe doing a great job of knocking shots down.
He was quiet early on, but Coe is now coming up with 10 points. Let's talk about the points leaders here for the Casteel Colts. Dre Sherwood left the game with 10 points. J.J. Newcomb with 15. Nate Coe with his 10th point, and Carson Ledbetter has 18 points on the night.
Look at that. That's just beautiful spread of points there, distribution of points. And again, I'd like to say that, again, Dre Sherwood, who may be out of the game for the rest of the night, really had a great senior night. If you're going to go out on your senior night, that's the game you want to play. Very active with his points, his steals, defense. He had a lot of assists. Great senior night performance by that young man.
Working some substitution on the Maricopa side. Number 22, Patrick Frost, and number 20, Brayson Noble, have entered the game for the first time. McCauley passes it into Wilcox. Wilcox brings it up across half court. And J.J. Newcomb with the steal. And the easy layup. 17 points, 4:21 remains in the game. 79-34.
Not a bad night for the freshman, huh?
Wilcox dribbling, continues to keep the ball on the floor.
Yep. That's what happens. One guy starts dribbling, everybody else starts standing. Then they're not ready when the pass comes.
I believe they called that on Nate Coe.
Did they? Ledbetter is stepping off, finishing the game with 18 points.
Mason Mosley, the other senior.
Yep.
Ledbetter is a junior, but Mason Mosley, the other senior, exiting the game. He finished with 6, but very active on the floor.
They had great nights as well.
Caden Zurek has entered the game for the first time. Coe gets his head taken off on the foul.
It's a great pass, and good to see Coe get up and.
It's on number 22, Patrick Frost, who got his money's worth on the foul.
Yep. Looks like the clock is running, so I think we are in that section of the game where the other team is up 30, and so, or 40, excuse me. So the clock is going to continue to run.
Coe buries that one, and I believe Coe is leading this team, if I'm correct, in free throw percentage, 93%.
Oh, you're trying to jinx him, is what you're doing.
Newcomb is exiting the game. He finishes with...
No. We're going to go back to you trying to jinx Coe here with this 93%.
Okay, yeah.
You better not do it. You did it.
There we
you
go.
Did
well,
it.
he's only 93%. Oh, wait a second. Caden Zurek with a putback for his 2 points.
The broadcaster jinx. That's a cold world, man. You did it. Good steal.
Kind of spins into no man's land on that one.
Mosley's a little frustrated out there. He's not getting the openings he wants offensively. And
Wilcox?
Excuse me, Wilcox, yes.
Is that who the foul was on?
Yes, Anthony Wilcox. And then he commits a foul on after the turnover.
It's his 4th foul, number 23.
We do not have a name for number 23. We apologize. But it must be a fan favorite because and a steal. Uh-oh. Hey, they are loving it. Look at that. And that's another beautiful thing. Hey, you're up big. You got guys who probably go hard in practice all the time, don't get a lot of game time minutes, and yet, he's in the game and his teammates are going crazy. The lower level teams are going crazy.
You got to believe he's probably with that JV squad playing up.
Yeah.
That's who's behind going nuts.
Yeah.
And he was not on our roster sheet.
He's out there getting buckets, making the most of his opportunity.
57 seconds remain in the game. Church brings it up the floor.
So I believe when we started this quarter, the score was 60-32. So Maricopa has scored, unfortunately, they've only scored 2 points this quarter.
Will Cox is frustrated.
Very frustrated.
Thinks he should have got a call there.
Yeah. Sometimes it goes like that, and you just have, as a player, you just have to learn from these moments and just keep playing hard.
Frost to Boyce. Boyce puts on the floor, drives inside, tries to get it back to Frost.
Oh. Whistle. Referees at this point, I don't want to call any more fouls. They don't want to necessarily give Casteel any more points than they need right now. So
Steel's all up 85-34. Only 6.3 seconds remain.
Yep.
Probably just going to let the ball. They're going to go ahead and try and get something else off for a final
try to
shot.
get one last shot.
And that is how we finish here at Casteel High School.
Yep. Great game. Casteel really came out. Some fantastic energy tonight. Really played well as a team and was able to come away with the win.
So that brings us to the end, Coach. We're finishing up here at Casteel High School. It's been an honor to work with you.
It's been a blast.
All right, Casteel Colts finished the game 85-34. Thank you for being with us. SportsStream Arizona. We cover various youth sports up into high school throughout the state of Arizona. Baseball, soccer, basketball, and we're excited that you're with us.
Check us out, subscribe.
Please share this with a friend. We're trying to really grow what we're doing here in Arizona and bring you some great content with the people that you know and love in our community. Thanks again. Again, congratulations to Casteel Colts on senior night, 85-34 over the Maricopa Rams. For SportsStream Arizona, my name is Michael Yank, joined with my partner, Coach Commander King.
Yes, sir.
Thank you and have a great weekend. Take care.